But I will tell you though that something that I feel very comfortable doing is like I would go. I mean, this was around the time I think when maybe like Manhunt and Atom for Atom on like a desktop, like that was the best kind of
Okay.
virtual option. But
Really? Does
there
that
really,
still exist?
I
Adam
don't
for
know.
Adam?
My point is that there really wasn't so many options kind of virtually like online, and
Mm.
so bathhouses were a thing. And I used to go to the West Side Club in New York on 20th Street and would have a blast and would go in
I
there and make
never
some
did that.
friends. You didn't?
I never did that. I mean, talk about being vulnerable. I would be like, I never did it because I always thought, what if I go in there and nothing happens? I'm going to be so mortified. But it was so
Uh,
weird, like in real life, IRL, like in a
yeah,
bar or something. I got to the point where I didn't take anything personally.
right.
If somebody was into me, great. If somebody wasn't, great.
Yeah,
And I came to the point where it's a 50-50 chance.
right.
And most of the time, men just want to get off.
Yes. Just looking for a hole in a heartbeat.
Yeah. So, and then that made me really bold, but like not caring whether or not anybody
Yeah.
said yes or no. But I never got that way. I never applied that to a bathhouse because
Wow.
I'm unfamiliar with the culture. So what happens when you go? You
Well,
check your clothes, you get a
yeah.
locker.
Well, I was just gonna say, and then I'll tell you. But what I was gonna say
Okay.
is that it's interesting because I feel like most people are more comfortable in a bar setting, kind of going up and having the courage to go and say hello to
Yes.
somebody.
Yes.
For some reason, for me, I always felt way more comfortable going into some of these situations. I think because of the fact that it's more of an anonymous culture, so you can go and obviously they can see you, but you're just kind of
Mm.
wandering around and it's very clear why everybody is there.
The intention is
The
clear.
intention is
The
clear. And so
Oh my
what, yeah.
gosh.
So what happens is you go in there and it's kind of like almost as if you're going to go buy like tickets to a movie theater or whatever. You go in and you say,
Okay.
yes, I would like, kind of one room or one
And
locker
a
or
small
whatever.
popcorn and a soda
And,
and some Dippin' Dots. And I have some
and
Twizzlers
you,
and some malted milk balls, please.
oh, there were malted milk balls for
I
sure.
bet.
Okay. And so you'd go in and you'd pay your fee and you'd get a key to a locker. They'd give you a towel. You'd check your kind of expensive belongings. You'd put your stuff in your locker. You'd wrap yourself in a towel and you'd walk around
Yeah.
and you'd make eye contact with somebody, say, how you doing? You got a room? Let's go have fun. Bing,
They,
bang, boom.
and you go to the room, and the room
Yes.
is like a lit. Is it like a? Does it have a bed in it? Does it have a
It's
bench?
like
Does it
a,
have a?
it's like a, it's like a big, it's kind of just like a nice big closet.
Okay.
And it's got like a little light with a dimmer on it and a cot
Ooh.
and a little table next to it with some condoms and lube. And
Ooh.
that's about it. And you go in there and you just have really lengthy, deep conversation.
Ooh, okay, like a confessional, like at
Yes.
church. But you know, but there's something so honest about that. There's no kind of guessing. It's kind of like I think that's the thing with hookup culture is that when the agreement is mutual,
Right.
I mean, there's something like about that. It's kind of like there's a tacit understanding within that culture,
Yeah.
within the bathhouse culture. From
Yeah.
what I've heard, is that
Yes.
it is about the anonymous sexual encounter. It falls
Yeah.
under that category.
It's just a different energy. It's fun. Everybody's there for kind of the same reason, and most of the
Mm.
time, everybody's pretty chill and pretty cool, and it's fun. But
Mm.
though I think the reason probably why I felt so comfortable with it was because the first time that I ever went, I think I was 20 years old,
Mm.
and at the time, I had a very close friend of mine. Looking back on it now, I realize what a mentor he was because he was 15 years older than me. But we
Mm.
were super tight, and he was kind of like an older gay brother. Would hold my hand through like navigating what it means to be a gay man.
I so resisted using a joke about you being super tight at 20, and I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing
I
it.
really, wow, I am
Hmm.
just like, wowed by your
Not going
restraint.
to do it.
So, and so, he had talked about a bathhouse and I was just very curious about it. And he's like, well, we can go one time. And he would just kind of like show me around. And that's what happened. We went and he walked me around and showed me around. And then he's like, okay, I think I'm going to go. And I was like, okay, bye. I'm going to walk around and have fun now. And so I did.
And
And I had fun. I met somebody and we, kind of fooled
now, were
around and
you?
it
There
was
wasn't
fun.
any part of you that was like, "This is my very first time here."
No, I think just I needed to because I've had experience at that point. I had experiences hooking up and stuff, so I
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
I had some fun, but that was the first time just in a bathhouse. So I think I just needed a little bit of a helping hand to get over the discomfort of just walking into the place. Yeah, exactly. So many
Helping
jokes. All
hand,
right, okay.
hamburger helper.